Hey guys, Carrie Anne here from Kelsey Bryant Creations, and today we are going to dive a little bit deeper into some of the words on my vision board. So, one of the words that I'm going to use to guide me for this year of 2025 is simplicity. So, I have a lot of young women that ask me, "Hey, how do you do work-life balance? How are you managing having a stressful career with a family?" And I always say it's not work-life balance, it's work-life simplicity. So, I'm going to give you three ways that I have managed to simplify my life. Simplification is the cousin to automation, and you guys know I love automation. So, these three steps will teach you how to be more simplistic in how you go about your daily life so that you're able to focus on what's important and what matters to you. So, number one is I have a very minimalistic home. I don't have anything on my counters. I don't have clutter. I am, my space in terms of the design is very simple. I use a lot of whites and grays so that I can switch out pillows when I want to. I can add, designs that are holiday or specific to a certain time of the year. The point is that I've built a house that allows me to actually be not focused on my home, right? So, you know, do things that will make it so that you can actually focus on what's important. A cluttered house, science have shown, doesn't allow you time to think. A minimalistic home actually gives you a lot of space in order to have clarity and to be what we all want to be, which is efficient and productive. So the number one key to having or practicing simplicity is to first start with your space. So simplify your home. Number two is outsource. I can talk about outsourcing all day. I outsource so much, and you can outsource based on your budget. Figure out what it is that is taking up a lot of your time outside of what's important to you. And think about what's important to your family. So for me, my family doesn't really care about me actually cooking a meal, right? So yes, I'll do meals for holidays and things that are important to our family. But on a day-to-day basis, my family doesn't care. They just want to eat, right? So I outsource that to an assistant who comes and she actually loves to cook. And she actually cooks way better than me, right? So I always say it's my 80% rule. So if you can do something at 80% of how I do it, so at least 80% as well as me, then I shouldn't be doing. You should do it. And I would say she probably cooks twice as good as me. So my family is very happy when she is the one that's preparing our meals on a weekly basis. And because I'm also worried about the ingredients that we use, and we're really keen on our health. I actually have a meal plan kit that I use, so I don't even have to worry about what she cooks because her and I might not have the same idea of what healthy cooking is. So I purchased a meal plan and she is able to make it and I don't have to worry about the ingredients because it fits right into my family's budget. This has freed up so much mind space, guys. Like I am able to just focus on the stuff that really like my family cares about by outsourcing this one thing that seems small but takes up so much time in planning and actually making a meal and actually thinking about a meal and actually going to the store and shopping, right? So think about ways that you can outsource the things that are, you know, a lot for you. At work, I do the same thing, right? So at work, I outsource all my administrative tasks. So I actually have a team that reports to me, and one person in my team actually focuses on all my administrative tasks. I don't want to be worried about PowerPoint presentations that I can't do anyway, right? I'm the strategist. I focus. They want me for my brain, which is to come up with the strategy. We have people that are very good at putting together PowerPoints. And so they are on my team and they're the ones that do it. It's another way that I'm able to just focus on the things that are important, on the things that only I can do, right? So number two is to outsource, outsource, outsource. I can talk about that all day. Number three is when I think about some of the outside work that I do, I try to make anything that's outside of what I do to be very synergetic with what I do for a living. So, for example, my investments and where I spend my time, I sit on a board. The board is focused on women and leadership. Where I invest is focused on women-owned businesses and how to help them to grow, right? So at work, I'm also focused on I love to coach, so I focus on coaching and mentorship programs that will help women, but I do all of this stuff and they're considered outside, but they're very synergistic to what I do on a day to day. So they help me in my day job, right? And or whatever my day job is, help me when I'm actually doing my outside work, right? So I'm almost doubling down on the things that, I sort of have skill set in, but I'm learning other skill sets at the same time, right? So this is a perfect way to sort of simplify your life. How hard would it be to try to invest in something that I have no idea what it is, right? And people do this all the time. Or sit on a board and I have no idea what they're even talking about on this board, right? So really, really honing in on the things that I know already and kind of building on top of that is how I keep my life simple. So 3 ways. One, minimalistic home and space, so you can have clarity and you can also be productive and efficient. Number 2, outsource, 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 so you can actually focus on only what matters and being very, very, very specific in what matters. And then number 3, having whatever you do on the outside tie back into your values and or your current job. And these are the ways that I have work-life simplicity. To the design life, I am Carrie Anne.